we can't always move on from grief. We sometimes need to move on with grief. Suppose we suffer a devastating loss of a loved one. We naturally feel ourselves overwhelmed by grief. If we keep grieving, our well-wishers may urge us, sometimes gently and sometimes firmly, to move on. But moving on can seem impossible. Grief seems to be like a consuming, paralyzing hole within us that sucks our entire being. Can Gita wisdom help us to heal amid such grief? Yes, certainly. It offers us a three-level vision of the self as body, mind and soul. And this three-level vision has two pertinent implications for us. The soul is different from the body and the mind is similar to the body. So, the mind is similar to the body means that just as the body can get wounded, so can the mind. The Bhagavad-gita explains the mind is also a material element. By listing the various material elements, including the 5 gross elements that comprise the physical body, Krishna also includes the mind. In 7.4 it is said, Bhumirapo nalo vayu, khammano buddhirevacha, ahankariti yamme bhinna prakritirashtadha. So, Bhumir apo nalo vayu. So, the mind is like the body in the sense that it is made of similar elements. And when the body gets wounded, wounds differ in their severity and longevity. Some wounds may heal fully over time, whereas other wounds may have lasting effects. When dealing with lifelong wounds, we can't move on from them. We need to learn to move on with them. Something similar may happen with deep emotional wounds, where the associated memories will always cause grief to us. At such times, rather than unrealistically expecting or demanding from ourselves that we need to move on from that grief, that we should be able to feel no pain when the memories of the lost one comes along, we need to instead learn to move on with that grief. And for such moving on, the next Gita insight can be empowering. The soul is different from the body. Whereas the body is perishable, the soul is imperishable. The Bhagavad-gita 2.18 states that Antavante me deha nityasyoktaha sharirinaha anashino prameyasya tasmad yudhyasva bharata. So this implies that our loved ones, that is their soul, which is who they essentially are, still live on even after their bodily death. They have simply transited to another level of existence, a level more conducive for their spiritual evolution. Knowing that they live on can allay our fears about their fate, and contemplating that they would want us to live on also, fully, not mournfully, we can summon the will to heal. When we are empowered by these twin understandings, then whenever some sight or memory triggers grief within us, we learn to see that grief not as a whole that consumes us whole, but as a part of our part, as a wound on our mind. By thus re-envisioning grief, we can learn to move on with it. Thank you.